We just got a new Prime Minister. For anyone who isn't in the know, it's Keir Starmer, and very likely he probably won't change a great deal as far as politics are concerned. But hey, we get to say we voted out the Tories, and we certainly did. I mean, the margins are quite significant. It also wasn't a good night for the SNP. Reform Party had some successes as well, particularly Nigel Farage and Clacton. The Green Party got their first ever seat in Bristol. I own their vote for Ireland. It's for Ireland. So all that's all good stuff, but never forget, don't lose your eyes on the prize. No, I don't mean that. No, not that. Oh, definitely not that, even though there's going to be a mini-series coming up. And certainly not any of this, and not this in South Ockenden, which actually went Labour this time instead of Tory. But nevertheless, regardless of whoever is in power, there's a lot to be at stake here. And even though I didn't vote for Keir Starmer, I voted for the Green Party, he did say, in his weird voice that he does a little bit, like sounds like that, when I try to do that impersonation with Rob saying, "You've got Banks on DVD. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to get there in the end. You have a lot to rejoice after 14 years of Tory rule." His voice is hilarious to me, by the way. You sound more irritable than "No, for us, the EU smells like PU." Poor Rishi Sunak, who sounds like Tony Blair, if you know what I mean. Sorry. But, yes, there's a lot of work to be done. Got to solve housing. It's too expensive for young people. Got to make tuition affordable or free again via the taxpayers' expense. If you want to solve the immigration crisis, you've got to get to the heart of the problem, and that is countries that are dealing with regime change are being at the hands of proxy powers like the US and Russia. That way, it would incentivize people to come here on boats illegally to the country, and now you're going to complain about all this stuff. But even more importantly, even if we do allow the boats to come in, we just don't have the resources. And the problem is that the government isn't doing much to help in the way of housing and employment to get people stable and ready. So that's why there's a lot of, fight for competition. That sort of problem with economic woes and hardship usually will lend itself to more racism, more discrimination, more fear. And that is what Daily Mail and Sun have managed to sort of use to their advantage, is the fear element, that they're going to come for you. That's not to say on the far left it doesn't happen as well. I mean, Israel and Hamas, the Gaza war, that's been on everyone's minds, to where if you're Muslim, that's the thing that you most think about. Well, there's certainly more important issues at hand. It should be up to the governments of UK, US and Israel itself and Hamas to issue a Palestinian state and stop targeting people just because they're Arab. I don't support Islam, I don't like Sharia law, but all this violence that's being targeted in Gaza and the Palestinian territories is only fueling more violence and anger, and the increase of anti-Semitism is making people that edge to where we have the greatest fractures. Jews and Muslims, I've never seen so much hate against them and so much division amongst themselves in my lifetime. This is the worst. I think economic issues are certainly the most important thing to deal with, but if we can get the Israel-Hamas issues solved, as is immigration, we'll be going somewhere. But it just doesn't seem like that's the case. And that's what I'm most afraid of. So, as you're watching right here, congratulations to Keir, but don't get too excited, because things might not turn out the way you want it to, especially if you're very left-wing. Or even if you're an anti-Farage conservative, you are more or less kind of homeless right